recommended that it would go to the Legion and to the city, so we've already requested a check to go for $2,000, which will put you right at your carpet goal, I hope. And when the tree bill comes, submit that to the Powhattan Beautification Fund, and $2,000 will go towards the tree, cutting down the trees. So, pretty successful match days. The park benches that will be ordered will say Powhattan and the year they were incorporated. Those are ready to go. And one bench, Dwayne and Mitch went with a lady in Sabetha, and it's a really nice American Legion flag on the top rung, and the second rung has.
It's going to memorialize the boys we've lost in war. And we got the 10 boys that we lost from this community, and it's really important to
That's
us.
good, yeah.
We have something to memorialize here in the park of these 10 boys who gave their lives for this country.
And that's an 8-foot bench, so I believe it will go under the shelter, so it'll be protected a little bit. And then when people are gathering there, you can really see the names, and I think it's really going to look really nice. The Hamilton Trash, part of that grant pays for a 30-yard dumpster, and Hamilton Trash got a hold of them. That's who Horton has used, and Everest when they've done community roll-off dumpsters. I just would like to know when would be a good time to schedule that. I still have not received the grant from the state. I check every day. They decided to mail a check because Greater Manhattan deals with 42 organizations and it might get lost in the shuffle. So still waiting on that. But I was thinking September 28th to October 24th, kind of that last week of September. I don't particularly have any date in mind. The reason I thought of that was hopefully by then all the products would be ordered and we can install and we can throw away boxes and whatever, and coincide with Dale's initiative when you were giving people notices of things they need to clear out and throw away. They have that opportunity to clean up their yards too. So I don't care about the date. August is a little too soon.
So, how long would the dumpster be available?
I don't know. I've never really ordered a dumpster before. He just
Okay.
told me how much it was gonna cost in a 30-yard dumpster. Do they normally keep it a week?
Well,
2 weekends?
Horton does, I know, I think 2 weekends. Also, I think we did that before, and that dumpster was full and overflowing, and I don't know if they got it and brought back another one, I don't know. I can't remember, that's been several years ago. Right up there, yeah, on the street out here, yeah. So, I don't know if that's a possibility, if it gets full, pull it off and bring in another one.
That could be done. Yeah, that.
Cause that one was full and overflowing, and Horton has that same problem, there's stuff sitting everywhere.
That'd be a good thing. I mean,
Well,
if
it'd be a
people would
good
utilize it to get the beautification process going, I think that two
As
of
long
them
as,
would be
as long
fine.
as Hamilton will go ahead and pick that up, throw it in the dumpster or whatever, cause it was sitting all over the ground down there.
I think we'll just have to pay for 2 dumpsters. Yeah. So when it's full, just wait till a new one comes. But is the week of September 28th a good
Well,
time,
that's-
fall
that's-
time?
Well, probably, that's what, 7 weeks away or something, so that, pardon?
So it don't sound bad.
Yeah, I think so too, fall cleanup type thing.
But then are you doing a community fall festival? Cause then it would be ready and beautiful for October. So I know the October Halloween time,
Yeah,
it'd be cleaned up and out of the way by then.
I don't think, as far as I've heard, it's a community celebration of any kind.
Okay, so I'll call Hamilton and go with September 28th. That's a Sunday, so probably September 30th, somewhere around in that time frame. Do we set it just on the south side of the park?
That's where it was at before, on the street there, is on the side. Shouldn't interfere with harvest, I guess, at that point. I mean, the street's wide enough that it shouldn't cause a problem. Bob,
Yeah,
be all right?
we can see it drive around
U-Haul, so.
Okay, I think that was all. And then South Brown County Community Foundation had a coordination of all the entities in South Brown County. There was a group meeting and a survey was created, and Powhattan is included in the survey. You don't have to name yourself, but if you go in the drop down and answer some questions about South Brown County community, what you would like to see focus for the area.
For next year.
Community branding, as in marketing the area for outsiders, community fall festivals, I don't, there's a whole list of questions, but if you'd like to take the survey, they're here, and you just scan the QR code on your phone. If you want some help, I can get you started on that.
Or you can get on,
Facebook
Yeah.
has it,
well, South Brown County Foundation website has that.
yes, and you can take it from your computer or your phone, either one. So I'll leave those here. And if you have any interest in helping with putting together the park equipment, the mulch, throwing the mulch onto the playground, or any of that, let me know. Just catch me after the meeting and I'll write your phone number down and get started on that. I've had some area people say they'd like to help with landscaping and different pickup efforts, so not just concentrated in Powhattan. We're gonna also work with 4-H and I think the club that Vicky sponsors in the fall can maybe help with some of that too, so it's coming together.
Thank you.
That's it.
Given any more thought to upgrading the horseshoe?
Yeah, we have 42 bags of sand that we unloaded in the Quonset hut, and all of those are ready to go. The concern I have is some of those trees have grown into the outside horseshoe pits. So the middle horseshoe pit is perfect, ready to go. The outsides, I think we'll be able to put the backstops on them, but the sand is in the Quonset, ready to be drug out and placed, and we've also got wood and purchased for the backstop, so it's coming together too.
So, has a decision been made which two pits they're gonna redo?
Well, I think we could do all three.
Oh, you think all three?
Yeah, I think,
Oh,
that's why we bought 42
okay.
bags, whatever, of the sand. We were only gonna do one because of the price. The sand was pricey and the wood, but I was watching Walmart and it's on clearance, and we got the mulch bags for $2 and $1. So we're squeezing blood from that turnip, so we're gonna get it. I think we can do all three of them, which will be
Have they
nice.
put their soil on sale yet?
They're pretty proud of that.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
The reason I asked that question is because I know, there's a couple of towns south of Topeka that, they sponsor horseshoe tournaments. And that draws a pretty good crowd.
And Home Depot, on their website, they have directions on creating a horseshoe pit, how much wood to buy, how many screws for the wood, and so you have a really nice 3/4 backstop to it. So that's how we purchased the wood for it, going off of that, so.
Yeah.
When that time comes, we may hit some people up for some saws and table saws and get it put together.
All right. Have any comments?
Mayor?
Yes.
We had a Legion meeting this evening, and we discussed the carpet deal and looked at our finances, and we have received enough support to go ahead and put in a carpet. And we have selected a particular carpet, and we received a firm quote. It was a little bit higher than we originally expected, but apparently because of the concrete floor and the draw moisture, it has to be sealed. And so that kind of raised the cost. But we received enough donations that we feel like we can go ahead with the project.
All right.
Bob, you want to talk about it a little bit? Anything?
Well, we're gonna need, when they schedule us, we're gonna need to be able to move
all the furnishings out of that room into this room, if that's okay. They said it'd take 2 days, one day to seal it, and then let it dry, and then the next day they could come back and start laying the floor. And we'd be able to, after we get the floor back, then we can move all our stuff back in there. I think Dale's got, I took it upon myself while the guy was here, I said, just measure this room and just give a quote to the city, just in case you wanted to do that. And Dale's got that quote. So, and one thing we did forget, Mr. Mayor, earlier, is we really want to thank the city for letting us use the shelter house for the ice cream social. It's a great place. We were able to store the materials and the brownies and stuff inside the shelter house and bring them out as we needed them. And made a really good place. There was shade and breeze and worked great for us.
Okay, yeah, like Bob said, they've got the man that was here to do their floor estimate. Bob had to measure this city room for the same carpet squares, as whether anybody's interested in that or not, but we do have a bid for that, for the carpet and, the glue to put it down and the installation. So, the total is $2,278.38. That's something that, you know, we need to keep on file so we have an idea of what it would cost. When the time comes, we need to get everything else done first. But that would be an estimate of what we could do carpet squares for in this room.
But that's not including the ceiling, right? The floor.
No, that's just the floor. But no, this room, it's wood, it wouldn't need to be sealed.
No.
Yeah, wood floor wouldn't need to be sealed.
But I say that quote doesn't include the ceiling of the Legion back there.
No, that's totally separate from this
That's totally
wall
separate.
here, totally separate from their bid. This is the bid just for this room.
Oh.
Yeah, that's just for this room. Yeah, if and when we ever get this room done, I don't know where we're at on that, does anybody know? The price of paneling has went so high, I think the estimate we got is,
Yeah, it's pretty high.
yeah, I think paneling's went way up. So, that needs to be, you know, something needs to be done, this is.
And the floor over
Yeah,
there,
we will.
where Barry said he needs to be fixed too.
What's that?
The floor over there, under where Barry said he needs to
Yeah.
be fixed.
Yeah, there's just a hole there, that wouldn't be hard to fix, but the soft spot in front of that door, it's gonna be a little more difficult than patching that hole with Barry said. Cause that hole's only about a foot or so square maybe. So I'm gonna put this somewhere on file, what that estimate was, put it in the minutes or something. That estimate for the carpet for this room. And maybe you don't want carpet, maybe you wanna do some type of vinyl plank or sheet vinyl or something, I don't know. But he was here, so he gave an estimate for the carpet.
And that's carpet squares, you say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a sample over there, the one we picked, and there's several samples over there.
So, I'd like to ask the council to be considering that, so we can get your ideas on what you wanna do. Whether you wanna go down with some kind of linoleum or, something else, or carpet. And we'll have your input on this at the next meeting. Okay, if there's any other, no other comments? Mr. Mayor, I got one last thing, last time you had to hear me tonight. I have the contract, you were gonna do some follow-up and see if we're gonna be ready to sign the contract. I got the contract for the Legion area, it's got today's dates on it. If you're ready to sign it, we're ready to sign it, if you're not, we will. What's the contract?
For insurance purposes, what?
Oh, for the,
there's always been a contract, but they rewrote it. You know?
So did
That's
the
been
attorney review it?
months ago. I think they reviewed it, the attorney, there was.
You reviewed it and sent it to your insurance guy, and they've been not doing anything about it for several months.
I talked to the attorney about it, he said it sounds like, they just dropped it, they get no response from them.
Okay.
That's the insurance company for the city?
For the city. That's not helping the Legion any to move forward with, you know, their projects. So,
I think the only thing that the insurance company required of us that I know of is that we carry that $1 million worth of liability. And the contract says we will, and before we have a event in there, we'll have liability insurance.
I think the Legion decided they weren't gonna put that in force till it was usable,
Until
correct?
such time as we're ready to use it. No need to pay it if we're not gonna
Yeah.
conduct anything in there.
Right.
But I think we're hoping to have our December chili feed.
Well, I'm really hoping to try to do Veterans Day again on
Yep.
November 11th. You know, we've been doing that for a good many years, we'd like to do that again. Okay, council, what do you think, you wanna go forward with this, so they can get on with the project?
What do you mean by go forward? Because if we don't have the insurance companies backing, I'm not signing off on anything.
Our insurance company takes care of us. Their $1
Well,
million
then I need to
company
see
takes
something in
care of
writing.
theirs and theirs.
I would like to see something in writing then.
Okay, you go down and request a copy of it from the insurance company.
At maximum, is that right?
Maximum insurance.
You've got that right.
He'll give you a copy of the insurance policy.
Or at Hiawatha, because I think he said he was in Hiawatha more now than he was before.
We're listening.
I hope so.
So, what was your question specifically, Sharon?
About the liability, whether or not they're signing off on it. If they didn't respond, it makes me wonder why not. The insurance company.
I think the last that we heard from them, they required the Legion to carry $1 million
So
liability.
if they agree to it, then why are they not signing off on it?
The Legion has agreed to it.
I know that, but why is the insurance company not saying, okay, move forward?
Well, we just
Like
gave
I've been
you,
dealing with insurance companies all afternoon, so.
that's what you get when you deal with the insurance company.
Yeah, you don't know which side they're not talking out of.
The city's attorney sent it to the city's insurance. We dropped it in a black hole somewhere.
I know they kept kicking it up. They got up to the big wigs, and I think they just,
I think if your attorney thought it was fine, I don't know why you even sent it back to the insurance company, because their requirement was $1 million worth of liability, and we said do it. We said we do it.
okay, I will, make a double effort. We just come to find out exactly where that stands.
I'll bring the contract back next month with new dates on it.
All right, sir, thank you. Okay, next month's meeting falls on Labor Day. You wanna cancel that till following Monday?
I'm good with that, or the next day, the Tuesday.
Anything's fine with me, I mean, it doesn't matter, but Tracy.
Well, I think we had, one business meeting where we said that if it falls on a holiday, that it would automatically go to the following Monday.
That's fine.
That's the way it is in the ordinance.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, when we redid the ordinance, I think that's.
It falls on Wednesday, it automatically goes to the next Monday.
The next date,
That's the second Monday, the eighth.
Yes, the eighth, yes.
Everybody waiting on me.
Mm-hmm.
You knew when you were done.
Really? How?
Okay.
I know you hear everything through them things.
Oh, no.
We were just discussing the next meeting falls on Labor Day.
Oh,
So we,
oh yeah,
the
that's
next
right.
one is on the eighth, so.
Shirley, I was talking.
Oh, I'm joking, I'm showing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I think we passed minutes, some time ago, where if it falls on a holiday, the meeting would automatically fall for the following Monday.
I remember talking about it.
It's on the ordinance, right?
It's on the ordinance.
It is, okay.
Yeah, it's on the ordinance.
Okay with you, Paul?
Yeah, that's fine by it.
Make a motion, our next meeting be September eighth.
Okay.
I'll second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
Has there been any progress on the ordinance number 74? You know, Becky talked to anybody about?
I know she's been sick, so I don't know.
Okay. So, we'll put that,
When I go over to see the attorney, I'll talk to him about that too.
here's that.
Yeah, can you give me that?
Needs to be signed.
Yeah, be good, I think.
Thank you, sir.
So what was that I just said I was gonna do?
It should be a attorney.
Attorney.
And that ordinance, 74.
The 74 ordinance, that you should have a copy of it. I don't know.
I got it someplace.
Yeah, I got it.
So I'll keep it the day before. So you can get the next meeting?
I seen her driving the old, it's not an ambulance anymore. What's that called now? Used to be an ambulance. From the fire department.
Oh, the rescue?
Yeah, the rescue truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I seen her driving that. I was headed into town and she was, yeah.
Should've seen her Saturday, she put on all her,
Supposed to be an
she put on her
independent
structure gear,
ordinance.
including the mask and the air tank.
She took pictures and sent them to me.
Yeah, the fire department's had, I think, around 20 hours of classes in the last month here,
Nice.
so they've been getting a lot of training done.
She's been there for most of it.
She's been there for the greater part of it, yeah.
Good, good.
Oh, so I would, one thing about us paying workman's comp. The city is not required to pay workman's comp. We do not have 20 full-time employees. So what?
Said if you heard a growling noise, it was my stomach.
Okay, if there's any other business, no other business, there's a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Meeting adjourned.